Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to make a candy tier tray today. Oh. Let's see. Hey, y'all. All right. Okay. So we are going to make one of these, but it's going to be a candy one. And I want to see. Where did I put my beads? There, here. That's the one. Please. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all how to make one of these tier trays, but candy themed. Because I think it's going to be fun. Okay. I did change the design of the tier tray a little bit. I'm going to show you how I changed it. So what I changed is there is now a screw in between the two layers. Okay, so two layers now have screws in it. Hello, hello, good morning. All right, so see there's a screw in there. There'll be a hole and then you just screw it into the top of this. Okay. All right, so how we're gonna do this. Where's my whites? There's one. I thought it would be fun to do like different themes. I know I have more than this. What am I doing with y'all? They're right here. This is what happens when I clean up my room, I think. And I don't know where I put stuff. Oh, here it is. It just fell on the floor, y'all. Okay. So we got our tier trays, and what I want to do is make them colorful. Now you could just paint yours white or however you want to do it, but I want to do this colored because I think it's going to be more fun. And we're going to put little decorations on it. We won't be able to finish all this in one because I want to show you how to decorate it, how to put it together, and all of that stuff. A wreath form in the Star of David. Yeah, I can do that. You hear that, Megan? We want a rail in the Star of David.
What was that?
A Star of David rail.
Oh, can I do a rail with the Star of David?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do pink. You found decals. What kind of decals? Let me get on my page here. Oops. I'll tell you, what we're basically going to do is we're going to kind of whitewash this with the pink. Okay. Like this. So basically what we're doing is staining the wood, but with a pink color. The reason I like to do this is, one, it is going to dry like a whole lot faster. Okay. Doesn't matter if you're a messy painter like me. It still works great. So, and yep, I'm going to do the bottoms, the tops, the whole shebang. Because with the tier trays, you're going to see it all, right? But with these, with this way, one, you get to throw away your little paintbrush when you're done because it's a baby white. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Now I'll let that dry for a minute. Okay, do this one. Now if it's pinker than you want, you can wipe it down. I don't know what that is. Okay. Do you know what size you want? What size do you want? Like 16 inch, 18, 15. Then we can make sure she makes the right size. But that is a great idea. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. Yeah, if y'all have an idea for a rail you want us to make, please tell us. Or a wood sign. So the tier tray is the first thing we're introducing. The next thing we're going to be doing are blanket ladders. And they'll come ready for you to assemble. So, there we go. What do I do with the small piece? Oh! Look, my little thing is in it. Woo! I get more paint on my fingers than I do on anything else. Okay, here we go. So I know Z is sleeping, so don't tell her. I want to surprise her later. Okay, she is a candy fanatic. Okay, so kind of doing this for all the little candy fanatics out there. All the people who like the candy thing. Now you can do this any theme you want, right? There's no rule that says your tier tray has to be white or brown or black. It can be anything you want. Okay. There we go. Now, let's do the inside. One other thing I like about the baby wipes is it's a little bit easier to get in those little cracks. Hi! And it's just easy. So this is just acrylic paint. Nothing special about it, just regular old acrylic paint. And a baby wipe. Acrylic paint and a baby wipe. Best invention ever. Okay, so you're basically staining the wood with the paint. Okay? That's what the wetness from the baby wipe does. Now, if you don't have baby wipes, you can wet paper towels and use that as well. It's the same thing, honestly. And I get my paint in big containers and then I put them in these because, and you get these on Amazon because it's just so much easier. Hey! Oh, thank you, Teresa. So, you just get all our paint on. Okay, let's get the inside. These are for my, well, I mean, even if you are a great painter, you can still do it this way. But it's a great method for those who are not really detailed painters. I'm not, but you don't need to be. Okay. If you want it to be darker, then you would just go over it again with the same thing, paint and baby wipe. What'd you find? Oh, thank you. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be fun. Okay. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to get our beads ready, okay? So we've got kind of the basic part of this done, all right? We've got to do our little spindles, but I may do the spindles in a different color. I was thinking I might do the spindles in the blue. I don't know. What do y'all think? We've got purple and we've got blue. Yeah, squeeze bottles are the bomb. What do y'all think? Purple or blue? Yeah, just make sure you shake them up when you use them, because they will get, you know, they will kind of separate a little bit. Good morning. Purple. I agree. Let's do purple. Let's do purple. Woo, it's going to be pretty. Okay. Y'all, I even put my Mod Podge in these because it makes it easier to use. We are making a candy tier tray. And we're using the baby wipe method. Okay. There we go. I do find this easier. Now everything comes already sanded, so you shouldn't have to sand anything. It's pre-sanded. And there might be some rough edges, but that's because we want it to be kind of rustic. If you don't want it to be rustic, you might want to, you know, sand it a little bit more, but it should be sanded enough that you don't have to do it. I'm just going to run it around, get those little crevices. And yep, I'm a messy painter. But don't bother me. Because the end product will look good no matter what. That's why I like this method. Because even if you're a messy painter like moi, it won't matter. Because you won't see it. You won't know. This method of doing the baby wipes, it's very, very forgiving. That's why I like it. Okay. Just make sure I didn't get any little fingerprints on it. There we go. There. Let's do the other one. I think it's going to be fun. And then tomorrow we're going to do the gingerbread house because I want to make this like a display. So it'll all go together. We're going to paint and then decorate the tier tray, and then we're going to decorate around it. Because I think that's fun. Mom hasn't been feeling real great, so we're going to do a fall one this week as well, and then I can take it home to her because she is not feeling grand. There we go. It goes so much faster with the baby wipes. Yes, it does. Because you're basically staining it. You're really not painting it. So there's a lot more forgiveness in this, right? It also doesn't use as much paint, and it dries so much faster. Look, isn't that pretty? You did, yes. All right, I'm so messy. Look at me. This is why we get baby wipes in big cases. I did not put it. Oh, we're going to do that now. No, I did not put Mod Podge in the paint for just the tier tray itself, but we are about to put it in with the beads. Okay, so this is what I have. This is my plan. Let me show you my plan. I'm gonna get myself cleaned up so I don't get paint on something. See, baby wipes also work for cleaning you off. Because it's real easy to get messy. Okay, so there's lots of different kinds of beads, and we're going to do several, right? This is our Mod Podge. Okay, so I have half beads, and this, we're going to use these two things of half beads. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the half beads and we're going to get them ready. Let's just cut it with colors and such, and then we're going to take these and we're going to put them on the outside like little gumdrops. Isn't that cute? All right, this is how you do beads. Okay, what you want to do. So tier trays sell for a lot. You can buy a tier tray. Most tier trays run between $60 and $100. Yes, I will be doing the church and decoupage, I guess. We're gonna, so I'll probably sell this for like $100. Z is gonna be hyperventilating. Yes, she is. I want to do the blue with beads, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my paint and I'm gonna squirt my paint in here. I want a pretty good amount. There we go. And then I'm gonna take my Mod Podge. I'm gonna put that in. And then I'm gonna mix it up. All right, so let's talk about why the Mod Podge. What the Mod Podge does is it gives it a very shiny, clean coat. So have you ever bought the beads and they just look perfect? This is how they're doing them. Now they're doing them in big machines, but that's what they're doing. So you don't want a lot of Mod Podge in there, just a little. Make sure you're mixing it up. Okay, then you take your beads, you dump them in, zip that up. Now, just kind of mix them up really good. You want to get them all mixed up. Now look, you can already see that they're very blue. So you do want to mix them up for, you know, at least 30 seconds or so. All right, this is what I do. I'll take a box. Okay. Look, you can see in here. You see that? Look. See all the blue in there? And then I'm going to dump them out. We didn't use that much paint. Dump them out. Okay. I've got these little bitty ones I want to do as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. There's still a few of these left, but we're going to put these in as well. Start to soak up some of that paint. Okay, there we go. Close it up again. Get that paint off of there. Okay, break it up. So if you see here, you see how vibrant the color is? It's because of that Mod Podge. That's the most important thing, is that Mod Podge. Then you want to kind of separate them. So this part kind of takes a minute, but it's important. Otherwise, they're going to stick together. And you want these to dry for a while. So while I'm at lunch, these will dry. And when I come back, we will put them on. Okay. This is a messy part, so if you don't want to get your hands full of paint, then just get your gloves out. And because of that Mod Podge, you're really not going to wipe the paint off when you're flipping them. Not like you would when you're painting something. It will still stay on there well because the Mod Podge is both a glue and a sealer. So you can also put these on wax paper. I try not to do regular paper because they can stick. Okay. I tend to do a box or something like that. Now I'm going to show you something else we can do while they're drying. Let's get them all set out. There. Okay, we got those. There's two reasons why it's important that they are sitting out like this. Okay. One is so they can dry. Okay, let me clean myself up a minute. We can start on that next set. Okay. Okay. Let's get these. Yep, this part is a pain, but it's worth it. And it costs a lot less. If you get the beads that are already done, they cost a lot. If you do them yourself, they cost pennies. So, I want them to be with the top part up, and I'm going to show you why as soon as I get these flipped over. There. Okay. Sorry, y'all, this is the tedious part. But there's a reason for it, which you'll see in a second. If I can get these flipped over. They're sticking to my hands because my hands are wet. There. Okay. You can keep if you keep the bag of your paint sealed, it will last a few days. So if you're working on these in batches, then yeah, I have a latex allergy, so I kind of avoid gloves if I can. Yeah. Then you don't have to waste your paint. So just keep the little baggie sealed and it'll stay good for definitely a few days. Although my hands look like nitrile gloves right now. If you can't see what I'm doing, I'm flipping them over. Whoop. So, we're almost done. I've gotten like 85% done. Okay. If you lay these out on a big long piece of cardboard, I think it's a little bit easier, but it would be hard for me to move if I did that, so a box is better for me. Okay. Oops. Okay. Do I look like the Blue Men group? I feel like the Blue Men group. That's what I feel like. I feel like I put on the paint for the Blue Man. The two Blue Men. Now these little flat beads came from Amazon, so I'll put them in my Amazon store. We don't carry the flat ones. We do carry the other ones, but not the flat ones. There. All right. Now, I got them all, okay? Now what we're gonna do, first clean up my hand for a second. That was tedious, wasn't it, y'all? But there's a reason. Okay, let me see. Which ones do I have here? Okay. I think I'll use this one. It's over here. I'm going to tell you, amazingly enough, look how much the baby wipes get off. Can y'all see? I keep this little brush at home. It's a little brush. It's like square like this. And then when I paint, I can get everything out of my fingernails. Works great. Because as you can see, I paint myself along with what I paint. Because it's just fun. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this Ocean spray, and this is more of an aqua color. Okay, where's my little thing? Oh, I gotta take the little top off. We seal them so they don't spill. Okay, now take this, and then I'm gonna sprinkle glitter all over them. And at the end, when they're done, I'll be able to get the glitter up and put it back in my bottle. I see a couple I have to fix. Hold on. Get stuck together. There. The great thing about doing it in some kind of container is that you can get the rest of your glitter back out. Okay? So you can see what it looks like. So we're going to let this dry. Just kind of set it down there. And then when we get back, we'll use these to glue on here. Okay. Is there any left in here? There's a few. Okay, so we can just put these on a plate because that box is pretty full. Okay. Even though it seems like it's using a lot of the paint, and it is, there'll still be some in here so that you can use it some more. We really didn't use very much paint, but the Mod Podge makes that paint go a long way. So, okay. Okay. Make sure we get them all out. Get them all? Whoop, there's one. Whoop, there's two. Okay. Just gotta flip them over. And we could put some glitter on these. Gotta have some glitter, right? And the glitter will stick to that Mod Podge. And what you can do is once it's dry, you can spray it, which is what I'll do. I'll just take the box outside real quick and I'll just give it one little coat of Rust-Oleum spray, the clear, and then it'll set that glitter so it won't come off. There. There we go. Okay. Okay. There. So you can see this one a little better. Just gonna kind of glitter on top. And then any of the glitter that doesn't stick, I'll be able to grab it back off. Because what I can do is kind of shake it down like this. And then you see all the glitter pulls down here. And then I can just put it right back in my container. Yeah. So it doesn't bother me if I use a whole bunch because I know I'm going to be able to get it back in here. Okay. Just kind of lightly pat it like that. And then usually what I do is I'll get a piece of paper and put it on the paper and then use that to get back in the little bottle. Okay. We'll set that down over here. All right. Okay. We're also gonna make, oh look, I have big ones too. I wonder if we should use the big ones. How many is in here? This is 100 pieces. Maybe we should just go ahead and do these two. Okay. I won't make y'all watch me put these out. I think you've seen enough of that, but at least you'll see how far this little stuff goes. The paint with a little bit of Mod Podge in it, because it will go a long way. We'll do the same thing with this one. Okay, well, I think all these packages had 100 in them. This one is 20 millimeters. The medium size was 15 millimeters and the small was 12 millimeters. Okay. Put this top back on. Okay. Usually when I do the beads, I don't do anything to move them around. Woo, midnight in Singapore. Are you having fun? Goodness. So when we're on tonight, it'll be like early morning. Are you adjusting to the time? That's the hardest thing when you travel. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's put these on. Sweet. so when I'm done with these, I'll put them on a plate. But you can see there's still plenty of color in here. So you can use your bag with the paint in it multiple times. So. Pretty sure we used less paint in here than we did on this plate to do all of our stuff. Okay. So about this third time, I think, is about the last we'll get out of this bag. But we got quite a bit, as you can see. It's all because of that Mod Podge. So, but see, each one has the pretty color, and it has that kind of gloss on it. So see here how shiny and glossy they are. So usually when I do beads, all I really do is just kind of separate them. And the only reason I'm doing it differently this time is because we're putting glitter on it. If all I was doing was just doing them together, I would just try to keep them a little bit separate, and I wouldn't go through and pull each one apart, because at the end you can pull them apart. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. So we'll put these on the top row. We'll put the mid-range on the middle row, and the small ones, or these on the bottom row, small ones on the top row. Okay, and then for our beads, which we will do as well when I get back. Okay. Okay, so set this over here. I'll just take another bag. Oh, that's a good idea. So Sandra takes a rack with chicken wire, wood strips, and an aluminum tray, and then they dry faster. Yep, they would dry faster. Okay. So we're going to take a little bit of pink. Oh, I'm so glad you're having a blast. My mom and my sister went there. It's been several years now, but okay. Close it up. Stir it around. Like this. I think one of these has maybe 50 beads in it. Okay. Oh yeah, your body clock will be all messed up. I went to Germany many years ago. I'm gonna take a handful. And oh my gosh, did it take a long time for me to get back to get over that jet lag. It was rough. Okay. I'm just gonna take them up in here, get them really nice and covered. Okay. I want to do a white one. And we'll do a little bit more of the blue. Okay. Alrighty. So a little Mod Podge goes a long way with these. Be careful you don't put too much Mod Podge in it, because if you do, what happens is it gets very watery and then it won't stick as well. So you still want it to feel pretty thick, like paint. If it feels kind of thin, put more paint in it, okay? Okay, and I'm just putting like a couple handfuls in. Let's move this out of the way. There we go. Okay, that one. All right, we're going to put a little bit more back in this one. That there. Back it goes. Okay, a little bit. A little bit more. It's really not as much as it looks like, because these don't pour out a lot at a time. They just pour out a little. Okay. It works better if you get the air out. It makes it a little easier to cover all the sides, and you do want to shake it up so it'll cover them well. Just like that. Let's see if I have another bag. Yeah. Alright, let's do one with the purple. We want all our colors in there. And then we should have did. Okay. Yeah. Great minds think alike. There we go. Gotta have our purple, huh? Purple's important. Okay. Oops. A few more beads here. There we go. Okay. That's the pink one. This is Mod Podge. Oh, that's white. This must be blue. Yeah. White. Just put my lids back on so my paints won't get yuck. We are making a candy themed tier tray. Okay. Let's put these here. Get them out of the way. Alright, So you can see how this kind of looks like a whitewash effect. So if you want it to be thicker, you would just do the same thing again. Okay. It just depends on if you want it to have this whitewash effect, you know, this kind of stain effect, or if you want it to be more smooth. If you want it to be real shiny and smooth, mix your paint with the Mod Podge. Oh, Bolly, you're just all over jet setting. Okay. How fun. Okay. I have not seen anybody do glitter on these beads, but you can if you want. I don't know. Lordy. Okay. Just gonna kind of separate them. There. Just so they won't stick together. That's all I do on these. Okay. You see why I get so many baby wipes at one time? Okay. Just kind of clean that off a little. Okay, we'll save that. I think I want to make a little bit more white because white's such a good color to have. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Covered? Yeah. Okay. Just spread them out. Woo, there's a lot on here. I'll come back and spread some more of those. Okay. Let's do purple and blue. And then I'll go take Ross to lunch. And then when I get back, we can start putting it together. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah. Much easier when there's not as many. Okay. They will want to stick together. Alrighty. I try not to touch them too much because I don't want to take the paint off. Okay. There we go. Okay. So they're good. Okay, get another plate for these whites. Way too many on this one. They'll definitely stick together. Okay. Just want to kind of keep them from touching each other. That's all you got to do. Nothing special. Yeah. There. Okay. If I see a place that looks like the paint's coming off, I'll just kind of run my finger around it just to kind of fix that. Okay. There's that one. And then these can dry. Oh. No, it would not look funny to glitter them. Absolutely, it would not. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can glitter them. Like if we took a small plate, we took another plate. Let's get some of that here. Okay. Let's put some over here. Okay. Put them out. Dang, I still have my little thing on it. Kind of roll it around in there. Okay, and then we'll look at these when we get back. Alright, so we'll look at those when we get back. I don't think there's one single thing wrong with putting the glitter on them. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to take Ross to lunch, y'all, and then when I get back, I'll come back on and we'll start putting this together. Yeah. There. We're going to make our gingerbread house tomorrow to go with this. And we're going to make some fun wood stuff too. Little things you can make with scrap wood to go with it as well. Okay. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit. And then we'll start putting it together. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you found me too. It's gonna be fun. Okay. And what we're gonna use for the beads is twine, and you can even get colored twine, you know, with different patterns and stuff on it, which for something like this, for the little candy gingerbread kind of stuff, it would look really, really cute. Okay. I will see y'all in a little bit. And then hopefully all our beads will be dry and we'll be ready to, oh, awesome. We appreciate that. All right, so the gingerbread house, just so you can see it. Oh, and I was gonna show y'all, we bought this tier tray right? So it's not as big as the one we're making, but it was like $85 for this tier tray. That was before I decided I was gonna make them myself. Okay, so we're gonna make some little risers with these as well. Here's the gingerbread house, right? So it's got all these little parts that you paint separately and then you glue on. Because like I said, I don't do detail work. I can't do it. I can do it if they're like this, where I can like separate the pieces out. So that I can do. And these are little, they call them coasters, but they're just like little wood plaques. And there's a lot of stuff you can do with these, okay? So this is what I use to do, these are what I use to do these candlesticks, right? So these are really fun. You can do in any colors. And you can take this and print out a cute little picture, and you can Mod Podge it onto here for your tier tray. So we're gonna do one of those too. Yeah, it'll make it lots of fun. All right, so I will see y'all in just a little bit. Oh, thank you. All right, y'all have a good lunch or morning, whatever the time is for you. And I will see you guys